Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we will discuss about the relationship between the guidance and the counseling. As you know that both the terms guidance and counselings are somehow or somewhere correlated with each other, or we normally interchangeably use these two words. We use guidance in place of counseling, and we also use counseling in place of guidance. But these two terms are similar in some way and also dissimilar in other ways. So, what are their relationships? Let's discuss. Already, we have discussed about the guidance. It is organizing the service to identify and develop the potential of the peoples. So, in the guidance service, we identify the potential area of the students where they have the potentials, and we try to develop by identifying those potential hidden potential. And comprehensively, we gather and collect the data from the students or the pupils with the help of various tools and technique and resources which are recorded and interpreted, and accordingly the guidance services are extended. And based on those interpretations and the data, we normally help them to understand themselves. We normally give them advice to help themselves in the guidance services. And pupils are also given information about the educations and the vocational opportunities accordingly and available to them, and are help in their career planning and development. So broadly we know that we are extending the support to the pupils or the students based on their personal we are giving extending our support at personal level, educational level, and vocational level. Already we have discussed about the vocational guidance, the personal guidance, and the educational guidance. Those who have not gone through the videos are available in the playlist. The students are requested to go through those videos. And what happens in counseling service? Normally in counseling service, more or often we are not the information are collected and shared related to the problem situation faced by the peoples. What do? The individual encouraged to talk about his problem. We in the guidance program, we normally gather the informations. The information are recorded and interpreted, and accordingly, based on the findings, we extending the support to the pupils or the students. But here in counseling service, we don't gather any data. Rather than we encourage the persons and the students to gather their own data about their own problems. He will discuss the problem. The counselor may ask few questions or seek his or her views and make observations. Information sought through the guidance make the basis of counseling sessions. So based on the data that we have collected from the guidance, that helps us to organize the counseling service. So first guidance will come, then your counseling service will come. So based on the findings of individual encouraged to make the suitable decision and take decisions to solve the problem. In one way, in a guidance, we are extending the full support based on the data collected and recorded from the pupils. But in counseling service, we encourage the students to understand the problem and solve their problem at their own. So thus informations are gathered and shared in both the process, but two are not same. In other way, we collect the data in both guidance and counseling service, but the perspective of data collections are too different. But that's why we are saying that, but two are not the same. How? Let's discuss. Guidance is helpful individuals to develop his potential for all-round development. We try to gather the data and increase their potential, enhance the potentiality of the pupils and the students for their all-round development, whereas counseling helps the individual to deal with the complex problem situations and make adjustment accordingly. and we try to guide the persons and so that he will deal with the complex situations and make adjustment adaptation if necessary to lead a useful life. So in one way guidance is helpful to identify the hidden potentials or their strength and weakness opportunities for the all-round development, but we encourage the individuals to deal with the complex situation or to do adjustment in the counseling service. So guidance is promotive and preventive, whereas counseling is therapeutic. Or we can say that guidance we to promote the promotive and preventive. When it takes any problems occurs, or normally will take the precautionary measures so that the students can take appropriate decision with respect to their personal, vocational, and the educational sphere. But counseling is therapeutic, or we may say that it is the post treatment, as we give the therapy based on the problem. So counseling is more or less on the pro and the post dated or post action. The fourth one is that the guidance can help given to any in normal setting where counseling is required. Require guidance may be done by any teachers or guiding person, whereas counseling is done by the skillful counselor. As you know that the guidance can be can normally conducted in a normal setting and normally done by any teachers. Guidance can be the guidance service can be extended by any teachers of the school, but the counseling service require the skilled persons or the skilled counselor who had been professionally trained in the counseling services. So the counseling is not a cup of tea for everyone, but the person who is sufficiently trained and can understand how to organize counseling service only can organize the counseling service. But guidance can be given by any person, any teachers according to their requirement. Next is guidance may be done by the teachers or the guiding person, whereas counseling is can be done by a counselor. As you know that those who have gone through the personal training, guidance is an integral part of the educations and assisting in fulfilling the educational organized and a specialized area to deal with the problem situation faced by the students and maybe by the teachers. So as you know that the guidance program is integral part of the education systems, because in the educational sphere we are facing many problems and require the specialized skills, specialized service so that the problem can be resolved by the teacher and the students jointly. And guidance includes some degree of counselings to help the students deal with their day-to-day problem, which is done by the teacher, parent, and significantly others, community member also. But counseling includes guidance of individual, which is done by the counselor while helping the students to solve their problems. So counseling includes the guidance services, because based on the data collected from the guidance service, we use that in counseling process and normally done by the counselor while helping the students in their problem. It means there is overlapping and misuse of these two terms, how these two terms are used in different way. So distinctly you can say that to whom given guidance service normally will give to the students, nurse, those who are facing the problem. Also in counseling are the same, we are extending the support to the students, nurses facing the problems, and other one by whom given, by the tutor, by the parents or the counselor. But counseling is normally given by the counselor only, who have been trained with the counseling skill. Remember, guidance service can be extended by anyone, but counselings cannot organize. We cannot organize counseling service without having a professional or the counseling skill. Where it is organized, we can organize in the schools, home, everywhere, home to home. But in a special training in the counseling, normally we required special settings conducive to giving and receiving help for interviewing. We need a special environment and special settings for the counseling service. How it is given? by way of giving the educational vocational information and helping the individuals to understand them. Here we are gathering the data from the persons in their educational vocational informations, personal informations, and trying to help the individual to understand himself or herself. But in counseling service, giving guidance with a view to enabling the individuals to make his decisions for himself and herself and coming to adjust in their life. So in counseling service, we normally make the individuals capable to take appropriate decisions and adjust with the situation. What is the purpose of guidance and counseling then? Purpose is the optimum development of individual students for optimum development of the schools. So we want to develop to a larger extent in the guidance service, but in the counseling, helping individual to develop self-confidence. We normally try to develop the self-confidence of the students and adjust in their life by adopting the variety of strategies so that the students can help, the students can cope up with the existing the school environment, which is very complex one. So this is all about your guidance and counseling relationship. We know that this is a watertight relationship between guidance and counseling service. So those who are attending it, please, if you like the videos, you can like the videos and share with your friends so can others can get their benefit. Thank you.